Hey everybody, Chef Kimber Dean here. I am doing the Holistic Kitchen short cooking videos for you today. And I am so excited to do this one because I wrote this video for my PCOS meal plan with Dr. Jennifer Rollins, who does the integrative side of this meal plan and the lifestyle guide that we do. And I get to do the food. So today I am making you, this could be either granola or cereal. My girls like it as cereal. They also love it on yogurt with berries, honey, all those things. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start here with a half a cup of coconut sugar. I love coconut sugar because it's lower on the glycemic index than honey and maple. We do also have a quarter cup of maple because we love that sweetness, but at least it's not all maple here. And then I have 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. You could use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, maybe coconut oil if that's what you have in your pantry. We're just gonna take this small pot and move over to the oven and start to melt our coconut sugar. All right, so we're just gonna stir in our coconut oil, avocado oil, and maple syrup here, and we just want it to melt the coconut oil. We don't want it to cook it because it can turn it into a hard candy when it starts to caramelize if it gets too hot. And that avocado oil, that fat, is gonna keep it nice and smooth once we pour it over all of our yummy granola and cereal ingredients. So that looks just about right. Cool. Okay. And then we're gonna take this over to our station with our prepared pan with our unbleached parchment paper. And we're gonna pour this over all of our ingredients and then toss it on the pan to bake. All right, so we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients to our bowl here. We have about a half a cup of chopped pecans, one of my favorite things to eat. We have 1.5 cups of oats. Always check that they're gluten-free, and we always love organic everything. Lower that glyphosate load and make sure that we're actually absorbing the nutrients better. And then this is where the fun part comes in for PCOS. I did a half a cup of Brazil nuts chopped. Brazil nuts are really high in selenium. You can eat too many, so we don't do too many in there, and we kind of do bigger chunks so you can see them as well. And then we have a half a cup of untoasted coconut flakes. Put that in. We're gonna do about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I just measure it out in the cap because it's one less dish to do. That in, and I've done a lot of teaspoons and tablespoons in my life. And then we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of sea salt. You can always do pink Himalayan salt, whatever works for you here. And we'll go ahead and use that spatula we use to just kind of toss that all together, getting the dry ingredients nice and incorporated. And then we'll take our caramel, maple, avocado oil and put it in here. It smells so good, and when it bakes, it smells so good. It'll make a nice coating around all of your ingredients. Make sure it's really good and incorporated too. You don't want anything to be dried out. You want everything to get a little moist from that nice mixture. Make sure that the cinnamon gets everywhere. And then we'll take our prepared pan. We don't want to spray this at all because then it won't come off in clumps. It'll give it more oil, which might not let it stick together like we want. So we'll go ahead and scrape this onto the bowl together. And then we're gonna just flatten it out into a rectangle shape. So we want it to be nice and level, the same thickness all the way through. If the middle is too fat and the edges are really thin, we're gonna get burnt edges and vice versa. So we just wanna make sure that we kind of keep it all together here. And you could always switch up the nuts if you wanted to. I've done cooked rice instead of oats. That works really well, or cooked quinoa. And then we're gonna put it in our oven that is already heated to 275, and we'll leave it in there for about 30 to 35 minutes. All right, welcome back. So our granola slash cereal is done baking. So I'm gonna pull that out of the oven really quickly. Look at that. It is so perfect. Just around the edges, it's golden brown. So if we start to break this up now, it will probably burn our hands. We're just gonna let this cool so that it has a little bit more time to form together. And while this is cooling, we're gonna go ahead and make our milk to go with it. So I love making my own milk for my girls if we're gonna have anything with milk. We always do plant-based. We never do dairy in our house. And today I'm using Pepita seeds, so raw pumpkin seeds. These are really high in protein, zinc, which everyone needs right now with COVID going around, and it just has a bunch of vitamins and minerals for your body. So the protein and the zinc are my two favorite things. But we're gonna take this, I have my Almond Cow, and I just have filtered water up to the max line, so about a cup of Pepita seeds. And I'm gonna take just a pinch of sea salt, get more of those minerals and electrolytes. We always need our minerals if we really want to hydrate. And we're going to grab this and put it on. So you can always do this in just a high-powered blender and then strain it at the end. But I love this at my house, and I also used the commercial one at Nourish for years, and it was a game changer. So I love my Almond Cow. I think it's worth the investment, and we're going to. Alrighty, so this went for 3 cycles, and now it's done. I'm just going to take this guy off. And it's kind of cool because it makes a green milk. So my girls love pistachio milk and Pepita milk because it does turn it green. And it's already strained for you. So we're just gonna take some milk, pour it into our bowl. And then we're gonna take our fresh granola here, or cereal for today, and just kind of break it into chunks so it stays in these nice chunks for you. I'm just gonna place all of that into our bowl here. Giving ourselves a nice cereal. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. I hope you love this short cooking video. There's so many ways to make this versatile, but you could add ginger, turmeric powder, whatever you need for your anti-inflammatory way of lifestyle. But don't forget, follow me, Chef Kimber Dean. Check out my podcast, The Holistic Kitchen, and don't forget to share with your friends, and always nourish from the inside out.